minutes either.
Wow, you just said it, Otto.
Whoops.
Now we've got to
Oh
answer
man,
the show.
someone contact the Fakertarians. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 410. Tonight, I am joined with the militant, violent extremist Jared.
Hello, everyone.
And the Roger Pion tribute band himself, who's swatting away mosquitoes with the green
Great
background.
to be with you.
So, what is it like being in a can of green paint? It's very green behind you. For all the people listening, you guys are missing out.
I assumed he was on Venus.
It looks like a Star Trek set or something. I don't know why.
It does look like a Star Trek.
Yeah,
I think it's because the LEDs that are like lighting the area are probably like a certain temperature, and it's like auto compensating. I don't know.
I compensate a lot. Anyway, so and we also have Nicky Pinecone himself.
What a be, yo.
So what's up, everybody? How's everybody's week been?
Festive.
Busy.
Festive.
just great.
Mine's been pretty good. Myself. I've just been super busy, so I have not been catching up on any current events. So I can only assume that Joe Biden is still a pedophile and still a mummy, or like, what is he? Like, is he alive?
Clown world is still raging. Rages on out there.
You mean
it is raging?
Real Biden or replacement Biden?
No, not CGI Biden.
Meat Joe?
Meat Joe, yeah.
Or Meat Joe too.
You mean Pedo Pete, as his son calls him?
Pedo Pete.
That is amazing.
You can't say that. You don't have proof, okay?
Well,
it just sounds like Russian disinformation. Okay?
I mean, this week has shown that at least the world is kind of coming to its senses, and Liz Cheney is becoming less and less of a thing on the national stage. Like last I heard, she was trying to get Democrats to vote for her.
Is she gonna? She probably should run as a Democrat now, right? Shouldn't she?
Good luck with
that.
Wait,
isn't she running for the LP?
Oh,
not yet.
What is Sarwalk trying to get her in?
Yeah, oh, he so wants her in. He so wants her.
Well, isn't like that one? Is it Young Americans for Liberty? Isn't like their head honcho like all tits up for Liz Cheney?
Yes, yes, very much.
The
so.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life,
dude. It's bad.
Dave Smith was on like Michael Malice last week, and like Malice was just grilling him on how he could go to this event that he spoke at because of her support for Liz Cheney.
I loved it.
It was fucking hilarious.
Dude, we just got a very nice comment in the
I know
Facebook. Brandon says you guys have been having some killer episodes lately. Definitely worth the Patreon sub. Listen to him.
Thanks, Brandon.
Everything I hear.
There's a guy that knows how to spend $3. Okay,
yeah, true.
I really appreciate that. All right,
Patreon.com/punkrockllibertarians. Will's $3 a month. Really helps.
We should talk about. We should talk about getting you guys your own branded beer, and that like you send out like when someone like subscribes, you send them a can. For that.
Do we know anybody that owns a brewery? Like a real brewery, not like your homebrew shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. Why don't you I don't know anybody. Make your own homebrew and then send a bottle out.
I do have a homebrew set up, but
we'll get
haven't used it in like 5 years.
Like
it was good.
And get the cans like that look exactly like the PBR cans, but with the PRL cans, right?
Oh, there you go.
You're already there.
Natty Bow. All right, dude.
Hey, can we play the Dick Cheney commercial for Liz Cheney? You know the one I'm talking about, where like Dick Cheney endorses his daughter in the way that only Dick Cheney can. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this ad? It's like the penguin. It's like the penguin is now like a geriatric penguin.
Oh, this recent one?
Dude. It's pretty recent, I think.
There's one from 11 days ago.
He's got a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, that's
it. Oh my god!
Yeah,
should we do this?
Boy,
I think it's so epic that why not?
Let's do it.
Let's give Liz Cheney the bump. We're gonna give some free advertising.
I don't think I would have sex with her, so I don't want to give her any type of bumps.
Wow,
that
really says something.
Yeah, when Phil won't fuck you, that's wow.
Wow.
In our nation's 246-year history, there has
This
never
dude
been an
shot a guy.
individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. A real man wouldn't lie to his supporters. He lost his election, and he lost big. I know it. He knows it. And deep down, I think most Republicans.
None of this is true, though.
Lynn and I are so proud of Liz. For
Even if you
standing
lost
up
it, it wasn't
for truth,
big.
doing what's right, honoring.
Look, he's
her
got the
oath to
sticker
the
that says I
Constitution.
voted
I
on
know.
his, jacket,
Many
on his,
in our
on his
party
flannel
are too
vest.
scared to do so.
Look at those eyes.
Liz is
Those are the
fearless.
eyes of an
She
evil
never backs
man.
down from a fight.
Like he literally
There's
like
nothing
has the
more
face of
important she'll ever
fucking
do
like
than lead the
Emperor
effort to make
Palpatine.
sure Donald Trump is never again near the Oval Office.
Who is this targeting?
Never
Nancy will
elected.
succeed.
We can't have so
I'm
many
Dick
evil in
Cheney.
the Oval
I
Office.
proudly voted for my daughter. I hope you will too.
Independent, huh?
I'm Liz
Wow.
Cheney, and I support this
Well, what's
message.
funny is that in my head, like I can never tell the difference between Liz Cheney or Meghan McCain because I just think, oh, most evil men in the world ever is dad, and
Yeah.
then it just kind of goes out in the wash.
Yeah,
Dude, that's something.
Isn't it neat though to see now the left,
I'm gonna be honest, I was
idolize
genuinely
the
afraid
Cheney.
watching that.
the Cheney
Whoa,
dynasty
hold
lives
on. Look who it is. Look who's in
Yo.
Jamaica.
Get
Oh,
on the show. They've got internet there.
Alex.
Come on, Alex.
Alex, hop on. I'll send you the link.
why did
Island
Dick Cheney look like a villain on the show Yellowstone?
He did. Like he
gonna
genuinely
steal
was
your ranch,
terrifying
steal your
looking.
cattle.
Like
Wait,
Like,
who
how-
looked like a villain?
Dick Cheney
Oh, on the show, yeah, he does.
Like
right?
I'm
in that
at
video.
that dude. I'm like, watch him. Like, he looks like he's gonna come in, break into my house, and kill my wife.
Dude, who is this going to convince to vote for Liz Cheney? Like, who's the target
I don't-
demographic for this?
Well, but no,
What
so it's
kind
like,
of warmonger?
Old guys
like,
that like to wear
well, no,
cowboy
so,
hats.
so I follow Styx Hexenhammer, and he was doing a breakdown like on her election, and he's like, if she got every single Democrat in her state, she'd still lose by a wide margin. Like she's so far down in the polls that she has no hope. Like at this point, she actually just gave up on her campaign.
What?
So Republicans aren't supporting her?
No. That's what's great. It's like, well, I don't honestly like Trump, but if you're gonna get Cheney out of there, that's at least a start. That's something.
Wait, what state is she in?
God.
Is it Wyoming? Isn't she?
Yeah, Wyoming.
Hmm.
Dude, that's
So why
like,
do you
know
get
what
my
else
Dad
to
in my
do?
cowboy hat out there, and short.
You know what?
Getting a vote for
She
me.
could earn a lot of votes. I think she should go hunting with her dad, and this time shoot him in the face. Right?
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
this
you
could be
give me
the
a good
ultimate.
spike.
If you were
That could be the ultimate like campaign boost. Definitely get her
just
some
murder
media
your dad.
cycle.
I'd
Well,
vote
at least
for her.
shoot him. Just shoot. I'm not saying murder anybody. You know, I'm just saying whatever. I mean, remember when
I am.
Cheney shot his friend in the face, and then I think the friend apologized for having his face in the way of his shotgun. Like,
yeah, just
That is
a
about
little
what
bit of
happened.
bird shot in the face. Teach him a lesson.
Dude. Babs, it looks like you're playing pickleball with a bunch of mosquitoes up there.
I'm murdering them. I'm electrocuting them, and they explode in little fiery pops when they die.
Oh, that
Sounds amazing.
Here
If you
I
touch
thought
that, do
he,
you get
it's-
shocked?
here I thought he was just
What-
trying to pick up aging debutantes.
What happens if you lick that thing, Babs?
Do
I-
declare.
I'll next time I see you, you can let me know. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's got a mesh. See, and
Yeah.
it's like I guess it's like quite a bit of amperage or like voltage or anyway, it's enough to just make them explode.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You could be eating them, James. Just plant-based caucus.
Now, does plant-based includes insects now, right?
Yes,
when
we
when we
include-
say
yes.
plant-based, that means crickets. That means and we have this new technique there where they can extract a butter-like substance from grubs. Did you see that one?
Yeah, so we made a post about it on Facebook, and
Did
I
we?
wasn't quite sure about it from the Libertarian Party, and I wasn't quite sure I was like, what is this going on? But then apparently, I guess it was, I don't know if it was an article from a few years ago that resurfaced about it. But yeah, man, it sounds so fucking gross.
Look,
we know Klaus Schwab means, Klaus Schwab wants us to eat bugs. I think everybody knows it. This is what the elites want. They're going to have all the meat, and it's going to be grown on Bill Gates's farm, and us mundanes, will be handed bugs.
What are the bugs like in Maine, though? Tasty?
Well, you could eat quite a bit.
Stop asking that question. I will be the first to tell you that while bugs may be tasty, that's beyond the point. They can't make us do it.
Here, the
I don't
bugs.
care how much I enjoy the bugs.
The bugs. There's more bugs eating people here than people eating bugs.
Have you ever seen? There's an old 1990s movie called Infested. Otherwise, I think it was called Ticks back in the 90s, and it starred. What is it? It's Ron Howard's brother plays like a camp counselor, and he takes.
Ron Howard has a brother.
Yes, and
he's the ugly, really ugly looking guy.
Yes.
Well, I remember Joni, but I don't remember a brother.
Well, the important part here is so that they take kids, inner city kids.
You guys are never going to get a Happy Days joke, are you?
Out to
I
got it, but
I got Happy Days jokes.
All right, never mind. Sorry,
but they take these inner city kids out to like the middle of nowhere in the woods, and essentially they're attacked by giant mutated ticks that were caused by the toxic waste that the weed farmers are using to cultivate their crops.
Wow. what a plot twist.
I know.
Hippies,
but here's the most amazing part is the movie has Seth Green when he's like probably 15 years old.
That's right.
And Carl, or is it Ribeiro, Carlton, Alfonso Ribera plays like a tough guy in the movie.
Speaking of movies, phenomenal. So yesterday I was telling you guys how I was or a friend of mine might have been doing some LSD. Wait, hold on. Hold the story for a sec.
Oh no.
Oh, we've got the Island Boy.
Speaking of LSD.
It's dark out.
Yeah, man. No problem, man.
Dude,
except the internet might be a problem.
We can't hear you, Alex.
Quiet.
Get closer to the mic.
Yeah. What's up, boys?
Talking to your phone, man. You're so quiet.
Can you hear me all right?
You gotta talk right into the phone, man.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
a little bit.
All right. Yeah, dude, it is a blast down here. I highly recommend Jamaica. So
I highly recommend Jamaican women.
That too. But yeah, dude, it's great down here. Everybody has a side hustle, and it's weed. It finds you down here.
Yep, whatever your job is, your other job is to sell weed to Whitey. That's
exactly.
How is the weed down there?
That's pretty. That's pretty good, dude. But the other thing too, it's all inclusive. So I've been drinking like a fish all weekend, so it's nice. We're out on.
I couldn't tell.
It was dope. Yeah. So
I found the weed to be very hay-like and like wild grown and kind of rural compared to what we're used to. For the like serious weed connoisseurs.
But I asked them.
I said, by my second visit, I was like, hey, come on, where's the do you have some like better weed? And they're like, oh, you want what like my grandfather smoked? And I'm like, I don't know what your grandfather smokes.
Next
thing you know, like a bag of dicks. And he was like, here you go. This is what old grandpappy smoked.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's pretty chill. It's just been really enjoyable down here. So I highly recommend it.
What have you been doing?
Dude, we were out on a boat today on a catamaran. It was nice. It was a booze cruise. Like, dude, they take care of you down here. You just like tip a little bit.
Right up.
Dude, we hiked these waterfalls. It was dope as shit. I can't wait.
I'll show you guys under a waterfall.
Dunn's Rivers Falls, dude. We hiked this
along the river.
Dunn's Rivers Falls, dude. Dunn's it's River. Like these.
I'm going back to where he said Dunn's.
You actually
River.
go up in the waterfall, right?
Yeah, like you're hiking up it, and there's all these natural springs. It's just water just flowing down on you, and you just climb it up about a mile. And you got all these poor guys that are just like, come on, we're going all the way up. Let's go. And yeah, dude, it was cool as shit. And yeah, we're out on a sailboat today. So, dude, I don't want to come back. I heard on the immigration form, they said you could stay here for 90 days. So I don't know.
Just stay, dude. Stay. Seriously,
Dude,
just stay.
There's no rush.
I don't know.
Why not?
Just get an internet connection.
I'm told it's like it's pretty affordable once you're like out of the resort.
Yeah, it's all Wi-Fi. It's all Wi-Fi here, so it's all. Yeah, dude, it's nice. It was the direct flight Southwest, no bullshit. 3 hours from Baltimore. They had direct flights from Orlando. I was telling in our Late to Liberty group, I was like, guys, if you're Florida, like just fly to Jamaica. It was less than it was like a 2.5 hour flight. And yeah, dude, it's beautiful down here.
If you're in Florida, why don't you just take a boat there?
On a boat.
Any shenanigans about vaccines or masks or any bullshit, like any hysteria?
Nothing. Everybody is just nothing.
Well, the CDC came out this week and said that was all bullshit anyways. Like we're back to nothing, like as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah, everything.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, but hey guys, I just want to check in for a minute. I'm just gonna cool out. I'll catch you next week, and we'll catch up.
All right, man.
Dude,
enjoy the rest of your
Thanks,
vacation.
Colin. We miss you.
All right, I'll see you guys
bro.
soon. Yeah, Robbie
Later,
the Fire event next weekend, next Saturday.
Do it.
So
Mountain.
I'll see you guys there.
All right, man.
Later, brother.
All right,
Later.
see you.
Peace.
See you, boys.
Dude, that was fun. Good
Wow.
little update. But his update
Nice.
was exactly everything he's been texting me.
Okay, so I remember the
doesn't
story I
text
was
me,
about
bro.
to tell. Aw.
So it was new to me.
So a friend of mine may or may not have been doing LSD this weekend.
Ooh.
And that friend may or may not have watched a movie called Surf Ninjas that featured a young Rob Schneider.
Sure does.
And by featured, I mean he is like not the main character. Is
he the villain?
The comic relief that is totally not funny at all. Dude, the movie is like the worst movie I may have ever seen in my whole life. The premise is like, let me try to like explain this. So like, there's these two kids that are surfers in like, I don't know. I think they're in like California or something. And they have like a secret ninja guardian that's like protecting them, but they're unawares of this secret ninja guardian. And then suddenly they get attacked by these other ninjas. And the whole plot is basically like, they're secretly like these royalty that, of this imaginary island off the coast of like Cambodia or no, Vietnam that they made up for the movie. And they're like secretly like the prince and his brother. Also the villain is Leslie Nielsen.
Yep.
And the idea is like Leslie Nielsen, man, I'm trying to remember, but basically like Leslie Nielsen's a bad guy. He's like half samurai, half robot. And he's like trying to, kill these kids, he has taken over this island. So they're trying to wrest control back from this half robot, half samurai guy.
I forget you're that much younger than me, dude.
Why?
Because this is like straight up my childhood movie. I mean,
it was out in like
times.
It was like 92, 90, or like 94. That was my childhood too. But
how old are you, Nick?
I didn't watch that shit.
Like, a little bit older. I mean, I was almost. You would have been 8 when that was out.
In 92, I was very childish.
Yeah,
I'm still childish.
That's probably your favorite movie, Babs.
But it's not as good as I would say. Surf Ninjas is fun, but not as fun as Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas is that was fun.
Like the kid fighting with his fucking Game Gear is the best.
But yeah, oh man.
And then what you needed to do is you needed to follow that up with one of those Hulk Hogan movies from that era, like fucking the one where he plays like the nanny from outer space or something.
The Nanny from Outer Space.
Or was it? I can't. Suburban Commando. What? Suburban Commando. Is that what it was? They all flood together. Early 90s Hulk Hogan movies were the best because he just made kids movies.
I don't know, man. I never saw this movie when I was little. and I'm glad because it probably would have just ruined my life.
How about the movie Barbarella? Have you guys seen the movie Barbarella?
Classic.
I came across that the other day.
Classic.
I've heard of it. I haven't though. Good.
It's well, I think that's I'm gonna say no.
Right,
but
it's what it's supposed to be.
Still worth watching if you're into like retro sci-fi, and it's got some it's kind of sexy, it's kind of fun.
Who is the actress in that? She is
Pamela Anderson, right?
No, you're
not Pamela.
You're thinking Barbed Wire.
Yeah, I'm thinking Barbed Wire.
Barbed Wire
Jane
was awesome.
Fonda. Jane Fonda.
That's what I thought it was. Jane Fonda, way back in the day.
Yeah,
not bad.
Oh, dude, I forgot about Barbed Wire. That was.
But it was before she just turned into like a walking abortion billboard. Like.
Oh boy. Who doesn't want to be an abortion billboard?
Like her parents should have had an abortion or what?
I don't know.
I mean, that goes without saying, right?
I don't know. Oh my god.
Anyways, yeah. So that was fun. We also might have listened to some sweet tunes.
What kind of tunes?
Let's see. We listened to
Pink Floyd.
No, we did listen to Daft Punk's Random Access Memories, which is fucking amazing if you're on a substance like that.
I mean, in general, Daft Punk's good for being fucked up.
But like that album is like incredible. We listened to Jeff Buckley, who's also incredible.
I mean,
if you haven't heard his like one album.
That's an impressive. Did you want to kill yourself or something? That's not usually what I go to when I want to get fucked up.
Yeah.
How about
Paul Simon's the one with his big one, the one with like Diamond on Your Shoes,
Graceland.
Call Me Out, Graceland. Yeah, that was one of them.
Jared, we need to have a discussion about
some Tom York.
We have to have a discussion about your high albums. You're going some real weak sauce here, man.
Paul Simon's a little.
I don't agree, man. I think we had a good trip. I think we had a good playlist.
All right.
Good.
Well, you don't want like a totally good trip. You want like a slightly dangerous trip. Like you want to not think you're coming back from it. So that way you're super relieved when you find out you did come back from it.
I mean, I did have some moments like that. You always have the thought, like, what if I'm the first guy ever that dies from LSD? The first guy that didn't like jump off a building that just.
I remember as a heart attack. My parents would never let us get temporary tattoos because they swore that like there could be LSD in that.
Because people are giving away free LSD.
For like 25 cents out of the machine, like they're just giving away LSD.
Right. I guess maybe in the 60s.
In the 60s,
MK
they
Ultra,
definitely were
probably
giving
did.
it away. Well, even at like a Grateful Dead show, they would just pass around like cups of LSD.
Oh,
I'm going to say like if it was happening, it's because the CIA was doing it, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're like, hey, let's dose little kids at the grocery store as they come out of the bubblegum machine. That'll be, and then we'll see if that'll help us with our covert war with the Russians.
Look, Jim Morrison's old man. I have the docs.
Jim Morrison's still alive. He's a CIA op. That's all that was.
Oh, one time, not this time, but another time when I was tripping, I watched the that Doors like mockumentary with Val Kilmer.
Mockumentary? It's a pretty good movie, man. It's fucking Oliver Stone.
It's a mockumentary. I mean, I'm not like saying it's bad. I'm saying it's a
documentary. A mockumentary is a comedy version.
No.
Yeah. It's a biopic.
It's not like really a documentary. I mean, it's more of like a.
It's called a biopic.
Okay, it's a biopic.
Oh, yeah.
Biopic.
Like a mockumentary would be like Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, you're right.
Or Spinal Tap.
All right. It was the biopic with Val Kilmer.
It's a good. It's probably one of the better ones.
It's good.
It.
It's good.
You talk about Kilmer. I was watching Tombstone clips the other day on fucking YouTube.
Hell yeah, dude! I was in Tombstone a few weeks ago.
It's like what is there better to do with your life than watch fucking Doc Holliday?
Dude, so I was telling you all I was in Bisbee for a wedding. Well, just north of Bisbee is Tombstone, where you
go visit fucking what's his name there?
Dude, they do like I did not. No. I meant to like figure out where he lived and like maybe try and walk by his house or something, but didn't do it. But yeah, Tombstone's like right up the street, and they do like, it's basically like the Renaissance Fair, but for like Westerns. Like they do like shootouts in the street, or like, OK Corral. They have like shootout reenactments in there.
Sure, this wasn't in Stockton, California.
Nope, this is in Tombstone, Arizona.
See, all I know is this relevant Star Trek episode, Spectre of the Gun, where Captain Kirk had to relive like a recreation of Tombstone, Arizona as part of his punishment.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Any of you guys into classic Trek?
No, I have not. No. I've not dabbled. So I'm now finishing up Picard season 2. I finished through all of Next Gen.
Wait, why the fuck did you bother with Picard?
Because I just wanted to see it, and it's
terrible.
Good Lord,
so
it's bad. It's bad.
Look, the extent
season two just crashes into the ocean, just like nosedives.
So
it's like
fucking bad. I'm sorry.
God.
It was so bad. I just realized like there was. I sat there for a second. I was like, and it wasn't even like the plot lines were just so weird and awful, and it's just all about ice and all about politics. And now there's a fascist.
Sheer fucking hubris.
Well, listen, I don't want to, no spoilers, but did you get to the point where this fucking Wesley Crusher shows up?
Oh, please don't. Let's not talk about this. Like, look, I'm from, like, I'm deep nerd culture, and the travesty that man has been like apparently like the leader of nerd culture here in America for a decade is a travesty.
What are you talking about?
Absolute bitch.
Blame that on what is that? What is that called?
Will Wheaton can go die in a horrible fire.
Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory brought him back.
Well, he's of course he's a celebrity or whatever.
He's
not.
Isn't he just like
he's a celebrity for nerds?
Doesn't he just exist as a subject of ridicule and that "Shut Up, Wesley" meme?
Well, it's gotten to that point now. For a while there, he was like hosting like celebrity Dungeons and Dragons matches and stuff like that.
Oh, that's like that really helped his image.
Well, it did amongst people like myself.
And, it'd be fun to see if I saw him at a convention. I'd go up to him and be like, "Oh, it's that Shut Up Wesley guy. But let's get his autograph."
But the TDS with that one is strong.
Here, say.
Yeah, no, it's
like,
bad.
Have your kids go up to him and tell him to shut up just for fun.
But yeah, my experience of the original Star Trek, and it's okay, but most of it is that my wife has the Uhura outfit and the closet will break out every now and again.
Nice,
because she likes the original.
Yeah, I never dabbed into it. I was contemplating starting Deep Space Nine, and then maybe Voyager, but I was like, screw it, I'll just watch Picard.
DS9's the best.
You got to start with Captain Kirk and work your way from there. Get your foundation established, okay? Then you'll be qualified to judge. I'm a former Star Wars
guy, so.
But understand that at every turn, it is 100% a sales sheet for communism.
Yeah. Clearly.
Why he wrote the show, and it is absolutely ridiculous.
Like I watched all the movies. I watched all the.
It's a fantasy. See, in a fantasy science fiction, you can travel faster than light, no problem. You can have communism work, no problem. Right? It's a
my suspension of disbelief only goes so far. Technology can solve the light thing.
Yeah, I can handle green slave women. I can totally believe that. Right? But to believe that communism works in space, no. But
never.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't know that Wesley was the same guy from the movie. You guys ever see the movie Toy Soldiers?
It's been a long time.
It's a fucking classic. I love that movie so much.
For me, he's the kid from Stand By Me. And that's the only good thing he ever did.
That's another movie I haven't seen in forever. But has anyone so Toy Soldiers is about like where the terrorist group takes over the boarding school for bad kids. Please tell me you've seen it, Jared.
Those are ridiculous movies.
No, I mean I've seen it. Like I know Bergman had the poster up in his house somewhere, and I used to look at it.
Did?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
God, that movie fucking rocked. I did not know that.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Small Soldiers.
Yeah, not Small Soldiers. Toy Soldiers.
No, it was Toy Soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah. But Small Soldiers completely different.
They're fighting terrorists at the school, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has in my head, like, have you ever seen the movie Toys with Robin Williams? That has
when I was
LL
a kid,
Cool
and it freaked me out, and I never watched it again.
It's creepy in all the right ways, but LL Cool J plays like his stepbrother, who's like this military guy who's like running around hunting him in the movie. It's fucking hilarious. And Jamie Foxx plays an uncredited character in the movie too, which is also funny.
Wow.
Jamie Foxx?
Token black guy?
Like way back in the day.
Token black guy number 1. Is that what that is?
It's like Soldier number 2, I think is the character he plays. Enough. And it's just they're like watching cameras in a van. And it's fucking Jamie Foxx. How is he uncredited in anything? And
I've seen a few of those times when like celebrities were they were extras in other movies. I've seen it before. It happens.
The best one is the Jackal. If you remember that, where it's like before Jack Black was a name, and he gets his arm blown off by Bruce Willis in the movie. They're testing out the aim on his rocket launcher or whatever the hell it is, and he tells him to go out there and hold the can.
What year was this?
Oh God, we're like 93 maybe.
Okay, because the first Jack Black I remember was from Mars Attacks.
It might even be about that same era. I forget he's in Mars Attacks. That movie's so good.
Dude.
Yeah.
Phil, I can't believe you never saw this before.
What? Jackal?
No, this poster. Like look in this is like episode 108. Look in the back right corner behind me. That's the poster from Toy Soldiers.
Where?
You were sitting in front of it like every day when we were in the fucking basement.
Fucking shit, you're right. I do remember that now.
Dude, I'm like getting
I got holes in my brain. All right, guys.
Subliminal programming was going on there.
I'm gonna get all nostalgic looking at that picture.
I know. I miss Anarchy Basement. OG Anarchy Basement. It was so fun. You guys all should have been there, man. You guys should have came in the studio.
Like, I remember like it's like back when I used to listen to you guys, and like. That's a good show. They have this fucking asshole Kyle on all the time. Kyle's such a dick.
You weren't wrong.
Yo, so Kyle has a new mic, and he says it sounds really good, so he wants to test it out. So now you guys can hear his Minarchy and crystal clear FM radio. I don't know. HD radio.
Look, you know what? We here's the thing about it. We never realized how good we had it with Kyle. Until you start following like the post-libertarian path, and you're like, at least he didn't go there, guys.
No, he did not.
Right, he was always there.
Yeah, but now he's not like, we need to crush the leftists, wield power. These fucking idiots say we need to wield power. Like that's like you're taking the ring to Sauron, or what is it? Sauron, and you're just like, nah, I'll keep it.
There's literally a meme.
They don't even have the ring though. They won't even get the ring.
Yeah, I know they only have the ring. Yeah, exactly.
They won't even get near it. Yeah.
One of them posted a Substack the other day, and I just the same shit screaming in my head that always screams. It's like, you guys are just jumping into like you're talking time horizons and you're talking about power, and then you continue to do the same shit that hasn't worked for either party for ever. Just
I'm sorry.
Buy into the dialectic.
Phil Bishop sucks, and I know I probably shouldn't talk on him, but I just this whole like I'm running the LP or I'm running the GOP, type of thing. I'm getting the GOP to read Rothbard. I'm like, okay, cool. Isn't your mom just like the chair of the Florida Republicans or whatever?
Well, didn't Rob Schneider get kicked off Twitter for having people read Mises and shit? So
Rob Schneider got kicked off Twitter?
I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun thing to say.
Right, I'm sure suddenly
I haven't seen him on there in a while. So
got me upset.
Right. So wait, suddenly they're going to deny like the next Raytheon contract, or when Lockheed Martin like invites them to an island getaway, they're going to say no because they've read Rothbard. Is that how that works? They're like, no, I'm not going to participate in your next foreign war. Yeah, because
they'll just cite the one Rothbard where it's like children or property and can be used for whatever. They'll be like,
right?
That's the Rothbard.
That's the only Rothbard. That's the only Rothbard they find.
Right. Dude, Rob Schneider just posted on Twitter, dear Dear Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla, on behalf of the American taxpayers, give us all our fucking money back, you criminal piece of shit.
All right, he's
That's
still
awesome.
there.
I'm glad.
But
he's
let's,
still
you
there.
know, well,
I don't
let's
see him
evaluate
anymore.
it. Criminal piece of shit. Okay, that's accurate, right? But it's, you know, like, do they have to give the money back, right? Like, I mean, they didn't steal it, right? Like, who stole it? You know, they're the people that really deserve the wrath.
His previous tweet was, too little, too late, disband the CDC now.
I agree with that one.
Yeah. I just saw there's an
Well,
article with that title.
You know, there's some interesting turn of events now. People are saying, like, abolish the FBI, and it's coming from conservatives, right? Has anybody caught wind of that?
Oh, yeah, they're just mad because he raided Trump's house.
Right. So now, right, you've got, remember, it's clown world. So now we have an alignment of the right, who needs to abolish the FBI, with the radical left, who's been the victim of the FBI, right? Like the
doesn't exist
Uhuru
anymore,
movement,
James.
like the Black Socialists, the Martin Luther King, right? Like,
No, they forgot all about it because they're after Trump.
Not everybody.
Just like they were all anti-war activists
out there
5 years ago.
I doubt it, dude. I think it's totally. I think they all totally jumped ship. Man,
there's a lot of people that know that the FBI is a criminal organization, and it's always been a political hit squad. I mean, the history is just atrocious. Whatever time period you look at, it's just an abomination.
Yeah, but isn't it like the first place that there were transsexuals in the White House?
No, I think that was the FDA. I mean, or Lincoln's bedroom. I'm sure Lincoln's bedroom has seen everything by now.
Oh boy.
Wow. Well, yeah. So I got
like, including George Washington's chambermaid. You know, like, who knows?
Shit. Yeah, I have. This guy's running for governor in Maryland. He's backed by Trump. He's projected to lose by 97%. Like, just terrible, crushed. And his name's Daniel Cox. And
he's backed by Trump.
Yeah, Trump already backed him. And so all of his, like, they're just so insufferable. These Trump
loves Cox, I think, was the headline they came up with, right? Trump loves Cox.
Well, they're lying there. And, like, just some clown fucking idiot. Just so I'm sharing. We're backing this guy in Maryland. He's running for governor, David Lasher, and he posted like this post talking about ending the drug war and just all sorts of other cool shit. And this guy's are like, I'm trying to find it right now. I can't find what he said, but it was so cringe. It was fuck. Hold on. Let me give me a second, because
there's only two things that come from Baltimore: queers and blue-haired queers. No steers there.
What movie is that? Crabs. I was gonna say Crabs.
I don't know. I never think about crabs from Baltimore.
So this guy responded
genital crabs.
He responded in all caps. Said, "Freedom for all, Dan Cox for governor." And I'm like, I quoted it and it said freedom with a little asterisk, and it says, in parentheses, I put terms and conditions may apply.
Well, why are you saying he's not sincere?
Because he's like all Republicans in Maryland. The same guy that they hate, they rally against, is our current governor, who was.
Why don't we invite him on the show to discuss his tweet, right? And let's find out.
His name's Josiah Daniel, and he has a Blue Lives Matter flag. He's got a Blue Lives Matter flag. So freedom for all, everybody.
Well, do you think that would be good content if we brought somebody like that on and just drag them over the coals and?
Hey,
okay, all right, fine. I'll send a message to Kyle and see if I can get him on real quick.
Well, what do you think? Do you think that's good content, or you think that's just is that platforming our enemies, or is that
that's platforming, and we won't.
Well, are you a horrible
We're
leftist?
legitimizing them.
Well, hold on. It's not platforming if you argue if you debate them. It's not platforming.
No, it is. No, that's
it is.
I mean, it is.
I mean, it's only platforming if you just don't resist anything.
No, it's platforming if they're on their period. That's like why Tim Pool constantly gets shit.
Oh, speaking of,
that's what idiots say, but the reality is platforming is letting somebody have an open like just an open, like getting up on a podium and saying some shit with no response. But if you get up there and you're like,
whatever
you're a
you call
fucking idiot.
it, do you think it would be good content for the show to have somebody like that, and then we could just ask them difficult questions until they flee?
Look, while we're at it, let's get Klaus Schwab on here. I got some questions for him.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Billy Gates.
You might be able to get somebody like they have like media contacts at World Economic Forum. It could be like, yeah, could we, we have a thing we need to interview somebody for concerning the new thing.
Dude, here's what we need to do.
I'm just saying,
next
thing you know, they're going to try to embed their own person in our show.
Dude, we need to just get a fake. We need to fake our way into Davos. Like, we need to get media credentialed.
Do you know how hard that is?
We can do it, dude. We're smart.
Dude, it's like fucking Jack Posobiec. Like they escorted him out
but
of
he's
the
famous.
city.
Nobody knows who we are.
Yeah.
Right.
We had the people over there know who he is.
How about this? I'm like an old guy, right? And I could wear a suit and probably fit just, like
maybe,
people think,
maybe
like,
get a
are you
haircut.
a lawyer? Yeah, whatever. I could like customize my look to fit in with all those other douchebags.
Right.
But what we should do is set up the media entity now, so by the time they evaluate us 1-2 years from now, we have something they can refer to, right? Like, we got to start the con now.
See, the problem is that like
it's got to be a little long con.
They like part of the vetting process is seeing the circular money, and because all of those organizations get their money directly from Davos, they're going to know you're not
so we need
authentic
some CBDC.
because you didn't start with money from Davos.
We need CBDC.
Well, let's do some wargaming on this and some and like let's get some feedback from our audience members and get some ideas. How could we
send us over? Hey, you know what's good? If anybody right now, so one of the
if any feds are listening,
what's the producer of Tim Pool's podcast?
Sour Patch Lids or
yeah. So she's looking for people in local to where me and Jared are to see if they want to come on to this podcast soon. So if anybody's listening and wants to go over and
is this to come on Tim Pool's podcast or to come on her podcast?
Tim Pool.
Who cares?
Huh?
What do you mean? I'm just saying, go over to Twitter.
No, I mean, who cares if it's her podcast or his podcast?
I was like,
spheres of influence.
Who cares?
Well, I'm just curious. Listeners. It wasn't like a judgment thing. It's just like
you start on Quarter Black Garrett's podcast, and then you get to Nerdrotic, and then you get to Alex Jones.
Yeah, she said putting together a list of rad local guests in the DC area for IRL. Drop your suggestions below. So if you guys could go over there and maybe use the at band in DC or at Punk Rock Liberty and tag them.
You shouldn't be that hard to get on, Otto. You have enough like people that have been on that you're like tangentially close to, so that shouldn't be too tough.
Well, hopefully we got a few people already tweeting and tagging us in the tweet. That would be cool because if we got Jared and myself and Alex, could you imagine Alex on Tim Pool?
I'm gonna go do this, but instead of like putting Otto, I
noticed the way nobody wants me on the show. Okay, no problem.
You're not local. No, you're up in the Babs compound, the secret up in the.
Also,
North
you're
Wood.
Not on Twitter, so no one can tag you here.
You are on Twitter.
I'm just gonna demand.
That's all right. My feelings aren't hurt. You kids go do the Tim Pool show and have a good time.
I'm just gonna demand that they have Clint Russell on again.
Yeah,
that's all I do. Tom Woods has to hate me because literally at least once a week I demand that he have Clint Russell on to talk ESG.
Oh, did you like last week's podcast with him?
I had a chance to listen to it yet. It's on my list to get to. Wow. We'll start talking about copywriting and I'll listen to more.
That's a polite way of saying, why would I listen to this?
No, I do. I listen. It's just
why would you?
I go through fits and waves. I got books to read too.
That's understandable. Nobody likes us. Ooh. But Buck Johnson just liked our post on Twitter, so that's good. So there's that. But yeah, everyone.
One of those terrible post-libertarians, dude.
I know. We just got to.
We just got done trashing him.
I fucking love Buck.
Dude, how can you not? Like, he's just the nicest guy in the fucking world.
His name's Buck, and he likes to fuck.
And I think he's officially running for his.
Yes, he is.
City council, isn't what it is?
Yeah,
for Lockhart, Texas.
I don't even know if that's a partisan race, is it?
I have no idea, but he's going to be like a what's not like that kind of member that you are when you're not like a real member, but you're sort of a member.
Apathetic.
For like the Libertarian Party, like you're like an alternate or something. I don't know.
I am an actual member there, Nick. Okay,
Or
I am
what
Region
is
5 alternate rep. Okay, I have power and title now.
Under a
I will
specific
wield it to crush my enemies.
circumstances, right? Under a very special set of circumstances, he could actually cast a vote. It could happen.
to be
It's
summarily
theoretically happened in the past. It's imagined that it could somehow happen in the future, that some big issue could be like they might want to be raising dues $3, right? Otto will be there, ready to fill in when the real rep is too drunk or didn't show or his Zoom thing didn't work.
I'm gonna be honest, like it's more likely that like the main guy is just going to be actually sick because these people
because
are
of
pretty,
monkeypox
pretty,
or who knows
pretty
what.
Tame. He's gonna be out sick and drunk. Otto's gonna come in and vote for him.
It's so funny. We were at the LNC meeting and we got our professional pictures taken, and I wasn't planning on getting mine taken, but I saw like it actually had a good setup, so I was like, whatever, I'll just go in there. And it's so funny. Everyone else is wearing a suit.
Oh, I want to see the glamour shots, dude. Let me see. Come
oh,
on, man.
dude, it's so funny because I'm
do a screen share right now.
I got like the fattest sore thumb sticking out picture ever in the group of people because everyone's all professional looking and there's just me just with my camp Hawaiian shirt style, but it's like got like
I hope that they softened the shit out of that photo too. Cause it'd be the best. Just like make you look all like fucking glowy.
They
So
did
you're
that.
like you're like representing the
picture.
You're representing the Boog caucus, like
I got plenty of them.
Hey-o.
The B Cup caucus.
I've been seeing
CNN.
I've been seeing a lot of
CNN
Angela.
caucus.
She's been getting around. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Not like that, you sick perv.
I mean, even if she did, that's
pregnant.
not for me to give a shit about, frankly.
I haven't been seeing any like hardcore tweets from the LP lately. And
you haven't?
Am I just out of the loop? I mean,
You're out of the loop.
They were really hitting like a couple months ago. But
I think they're really shadow banning the shit out of him now that they're going to not milk toast.
Well,
so what's the status?
It's good. I would say keep looking at it. Keep looking for it because there's a lot of good heavy hitting posts out there.
Yeah, I've been seeing some base shit out there.
Is
There's
Jeremy
really good
Kaufman
stuff.
posting for you guys yet?
No, not yet. No,
It's just
no,
David, right?
He's got to be the greatest
Dave.
candidate the LP has ever
There's a
had.
few other
I'm
people.
going to go on a limb and just say that because, like,
Yeah.
what a
If
freaking
for nothing
genius.
other than that video, the fucking gay military video he did with Smots, like
He's done at
Lord
least
gay.
3 videos
best.
that he's got it. Like, I'm gonna send him money just for making me laugh.
Exactly, he
just so
deserves
hard
it.
with his videos, just for that alone. Like, whatever I just want more of that. Just keep hitting that stuff. That is brilliant.
No, it's really
honestly,
good shit.
well, it's to me, it reminds me of like when fucking what's his name with the fucking boot on his head when he's at his best.
Vermin.
He's like that. And then like when he got involved with the Libertarian Party, like he became too serious about the thing. And like it became different.
Somebody
you
dragged
caught
him into
20
the
years
judicial
ago,
thing, and that like I guess as the candidate, he was great though as a candidate.
20 fucking years ago, he was the man, and like just nothing but poking that fucking bear. And it was just kind of sad to see what happened to him after like that whole libertarian escapade.
Well, he decided I could go. I'm not gonna.
Let's get him on the show and get these grievances out there, right? I mean, because Vermin is could be a powerful ally, and even if we have disagreements, I respect him as somebody who genuinely like believes in freedom, and maybe that's like some wrong people have whispered in his ear and gotten him on the wrong path.
Yeah,
but I think he's a good guy.
Met him and his wife at Pork Fest a couple years ago, and they're both just super nice and stuff. So
nice.
The way he poses for photos with people, like any single person who asks him to do a photo with him, he goes all out too. He does crazy expressions with them. He's not just like a reluctantly like, oh, okay. Like people will line up and he'll make sure every single person gets a photo and every single person feels special and gets it's like, I mean, he's just great that way.
Well, that's his education, man. He's a professional clown. That's what they fucking do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
right. Like, I mean,
clown.
most of the LP is amateur clowns, like getting a pro in there was really refreshing.
Dude, like for real though, since I've been on the Libertarian Party's Facebook page, I've been like responding to or just receiving people's messages that they send in, and fucking Christ, these people are nuts. Some guy literally was like, he was like, since Trump is really shitting on on Liz Cheney, she might lose her race. Maybe we should get her to become the presidential nominee in 2024. Some guy sent that in.
That sounds like a legit troll.
No, wait, send it to you as like the Region 5 alternate rep.
No. I'm a part of the Facebook team on. I'm a part of the Facebook team, so I see the inbox, the shit that people crazy.
Are you allowed to post on the Facebook?
I mean, just for the record,
yeah, I can post on Facebook. I did.
Can you share this episode on there?
I was so tempted to. You guys understand? I'm sitting here on my phone. So what most of you all probably notice, you see me looking down like this, I'm sharing or responding to comments. And the entire time I was trying, Facebook's been really fucking with the algorithms. They make it so hard for you to share. And you have to like go through this process and keep repeating to do it. So I spam
they
like
fucked
50
the pages
groups.
thing up entirely. Like I can't, I constantly get kicked out of like my actual Facebook page to interact as at one of my like pages. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to fucking share the episode. Why are you?
So I've been sharing this post. I mean, I've been doing that since we were in Matt's basement. I was in charge of sharing this to all these groups, and I just still been doing it. And man, the shit that like it was all sorts of torn up.
But just for the record, like what you're saying there sounds exactly like if I were to troll the page. It's like, oh hey guys, we've got another washed up Republican. Let's see if we can make him be the forerunner of our party.
Dude, I promise you,
it's because it's worked out so great before. I mean, like with this, just Bob Barr and then Gary Johnson and Bill Weld. It's just a cascade of victories.
Lincoln Chafee, remember him? Can't forget him. Remember that?
Oh no, I did forget him. Absolutely.
Yeah, I forgot which kind of douchebag was he? Could refresh our memories.
He was a Democrat, then a Republican, and then a Libertarian. So
he kept changing.
Yeah, he went with the wind, and they were really trying to back him. They were the Pragmatic Caucus was really instrumental in trying. They must have backed like 5 different candidates, or were
anyone but you guys.
Oh yeah, clearly.
And that's literally put up a corpse.
I think you should request that the Pragmatic Caucus change their name. Okay.
Well, they disbanded after when they found out that their head was colluding to steal a duly elected state affiliate of New Hampshire. They disbanded.
Good. If this faction wants to reconstitute itself, it should just be called the Compromise Caucus, or the right, like the Sellout Caucus.
Look, right? Just the based meme caucus. That's what we got to get boiled down to, really.
Dude, there's like 900 caucus. I'm in charge of like a lot of them. So I especially the emo caucus. So if you guys are into emo music, like Nikki P here, come join and post your favorite emo tunes in the Libertarian emo caucus.
I'm concerned about the plant-based caucus, and I'm pro-vegan, vegetarian. I'm all down for that, but I'm thinking this is like forcing crickets on people, like
the ones in the background.
The more important thing is it does have based in its name, so it's got to start there. The plant thing, I kind of ignore that it says plant at the beginning, and I just go to the base caucus and let that be what it's going to be.
So speaking of based, you guys know that's what I ran on when the Mises Caucus endorsed me. Like they asked me for 3 things, and one of the third things I said I was like based, and I didn't think they'd go. I didn't think they would go with it, but they went with it, and they posted on the website, like on the social media accounts.
What were the other 2?
Like consistently reliable and hardworking, whatever. And I just couldn't think of a third thing, so I just said based. And so my kids do this bit. They love.
It's funny that you went to the kids because you said reliable, and immediately I was thinking, well, is that what his kids are going to say? I wonder.
I was going to say drinks White Claw.
Yes.
Does a stupid podcast
every Monday. Yeah. So my kids do this bit where they like Google. So they Google my name and like they'll Google it, and they'll Google like my grandfather's name.
Your kids are doxing you?
Name. They just like Googling our names and seeing what pops up because they're still fascinated by internet searches.
Yeah.
And So they looked up autodassing just because they know, the auto. They see and they search it and they said, "Look, Daddy, like this person's talking about you." It was apparently a Reddit from like 4 months ago.
Oh god.
It was like, and they weren't even libertarians. They're not even libertarians. They're like, so I guess I don't know if they're MAGA. I don't know what they are, but they were pretty much shitting on our endorsements. And they're like, they called me out individually and were like, "How cringeworthy is this?" My picture said based, and they're like, "How cringeworthy is?" Like, "Oh man, this is why libertarians will never win," and everything else. I'm like, how do my kids find this shit?
What? Because they're too based.
So do they just call you cringeworthy?
Yeah, cringeworthy.
Hey, Dad, you're
That'll be my next one. Based cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Listen,
Embrace
as
the
the dad, just get used to the cringe. Okay, you're the dad. Half the things you do are going to be considered cringe by your kids. And if not, then then they've turned out to be squares, right? So look forward to that.
All right. The plant-based caucus is not that based.
Who said yes, eat crickets? The plant-based caucus, right?
Yeah, so they're not that based.
I like how it's plant-based.
Yeah, based. But hey, they're a very loyal listener. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but they're loyal. They listen, they comment, they engage. Hopefully they pay for the Patreon.
Well, they're based,
all it's good
so
yeah.
The only
like
vegan
plants.
person I know is like Nick White, and I'm wondering if it's him.
Well, plant-based isn't vegan though. Plant-based is just like plants are the basis of the food. It's not necessarily like
I think
all
plant-based it's really just a euphemism, right? Like it really doesn't mean, based on plants. I think
Or maybe it means it's a plant in our midst.
Whoa.
Like he's put there by the feds.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
He's based. He's based on a fed.
Is he
based on a plant?
Is he our FBI informant that turned?
Oh,
like he was put
here
there, but now he's based.
Cannot confirm nor deny, says Plant-Based Caucus.
I would like to invite Plant-Based Caucus to join our Patreon level, right, at the Fed level, right, for where
$1,000 a month.
This is right where we will actually reveal the crimes and stuff that we're involved in. So it's going to save you a lot of trouble, and it's only $1,000.
Babs will tell you the location of his compound that he's at.
Right. Yeah. Like I'll even like tell you what I'm doing with my accountant, like what I'm growing, like whatever.
I mean, 87.
What I'm 3D printing, like we'll go into all of that.
Oh my god, that's great. Well, speaking of the Patreon, might as well go ahead and start plugging away at this thing.
Plug it in,
guys,
plug it in.
You need to check out our Patreon because this podcast we talked about nothing, and we're looking to continue to talk about nothing in the after hours. So if you want to keep hearing nothing, please sign up for our Patreon over at patreon.com.
We literally spent an entire hour talking about no topics.
No topics.
Yeah,
and it was great. It was glorious.
We started with a short list of topics, and then we didn't get to any of them. So
I know we had like one on the list, and I don't think we hit it.
It's the Better Friend Simulator. That's the important thing. Better Friend Simulator.
Ooh.
The failed podcast.
Fired. Shots fired.
I heard Davey has a new podcast.
Yes, Davey does have one. That little swinger.
Wow. Wonder what they're
I love Davey. He's a good guy. But yeah, so instead of listening to Davey's new podcast, you come listen to our podcast, our After Hours podcast, which we're going to record right after this one. Hopefully both you gentlemen can stick around, Roger Pion and Nikki Pinecone. Hopefully you can stick around for the
Are we going to record it over porn?
We could, as Alex said, another very failed podcast. Yes. Thank you, Alex. Ollie from Jamaica. So, yeah, sign up for our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. You can get this upcoming episode and the whole backlog of episodes and stuff like that. We've 100 of them by now. But if you don't like using Patreon, there's other ways to donate to the show. You go to prlfans.com and find out our PayPal link, Bitcoin, anything way to contribute, other ways to contribute to the show. And also another way to contribute.
To make sure the dude from Pomplamoose doesn't get any money. Just do that.
Who? Oh, the Patreon guy.
Dude, the Libertarian Party tweeted well, 2 days ago, just go buy ammo. Period. Now. Period.
Yeah, that's based.
That is based.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But anyways, and we still got shitheads. Responding. Why just ammo? Why not precious metals? Why not
why not
printers?
Bitcoin?
Like, yeah. I'm
oh,
like,
come on! Like
oh,
libertarians are so nerdy. Come on, guys.
Oh,
Just
the
go with
autism
it.
in
Just
the comments. It's
embrace the moment.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on. The first reply tweet I saw is this. I mean, it's got to be a troll, but it's so good it might not be. I'm so done with this and all the conspiracy theories. Off to the forward party.
Oh no, that's definitely that's what's his name's party, isn't it?
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
The Great Leap Forward Party.
He got
It's
crushed.
some guy named
some
the
interview.
Mexorcist.
I
It's
like
probably
that name.
real.
Why does that guy suck?
I don't know.
Listen,
Well, anyway.
listen, for you know what? There's a lot of people in the LP. There's a lot of paid petitioners out there, like people that get paid to do signatures. Go to work for the Forward Party. Charge them $25 a signature. Okay, just tell them that's what it takes for ballot access. $25 a signature, and just drain them frickin' dry, and then take that money and give some of it to maybe one of your favorite libertarian candidates.
Hell yes.
Or
you can
start
go
a business.
No, Nikki. They need to take that money and go to libertariancountry.com and buy some of our cool punk rock libertarian t-shirts that we have over there for sale. And amongst many other cool.
Yeah, you get a t-shirt for every signature you get.
Wait, where is my auto t-shirt? Like, do we have a cool auto t-shirt yet?
That'd be great.
Like, we just
I
put
want
the picture of Otto doing like the Buddy Christ in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Can we get that?
Cool. I'd buy one.
Hell yeah. I will definitely throw one up there. I'm gonna start sending Chuck his dog. He just had to put his dog down, so it's very sad.
Yeah,
very sad.
Sorry to hear that, Chuck.
F in the chat for sympathy. So, but he's a good dude. I've been talking with him a bunch, and we're gonna try to start submitting some new designs to him, some new fun things going on. But if you go over there right now, there's plenty of cool t-shirts. Use the code PRL or PRL Podcast for a 10% discount. Or you go over there and spend $50 or more, and you will get a 20% discount with the code PRL2. So please show them some love, and then while you're showing them love, show them that you love us too. If you really like this, because Plant Based said this is my favorite podcast, and I listen to a bunch.
Hell yeah!
So
putting the based and plant based.
So Nima, you got some competition as one of our favorite listeners.
Yes.
So, yeah. Well, anyway, so I guess that's about it. And until next time, live free
or die.